Well, hello. Thank you again for joining me for another HIIT class. My name is Joe, coming to you out of Phoenix, Arizona. Just like we do every week, we're going to be doing high intensity interval training. So our heart rates are going to get quite high today. That is the point, right? But we will throw some breaks in there. If you've been with me before, then you know pretty much what to expect. We're going to keep a pretty similar structure to what we've been doing lately. I have a few new exercises to show you, and we're going to repeat a few that we've done before. Some of those tougher ones, I want to try and repeat them and get a little bit better at them, especially ones that involve balance. So before we get started, I just want to make sure to remind you, in case you forgot, always have some water with you and a towel. We're just going to use this to wipe sweat today. We're not going to use it as a piece of equipment, so just have that handy on the side. Like we've done in the past, we're going to get through some warm-ups. We got 6 warm-ups to go through. We're going to go through them twice, though. The second time a little quicker to prime our body for the workout. And then we'll move into our circuits, our actual workout. And those are going to be structured as usual as 45 seconds of work and then 15 seconds of break. Each circuit, which we're doing 2 different circuits, is going to have 5 exercises inside of each one, and we'll go through them 3 times. So should be roughly about 30 to 35 minutes of work. All right. As I always tell you, your goal is to try and match my movements the best you can, match my pace the best you can. Now, I will always give you variations to exercises in case some parts of them are a little difficult. So keep an ear open for that. I'll be laying those out as we go. I'm going to start by just explaining the first movement once we get to our workout, because most likely if I listed everything from top to bottom, we would forget what they are. And I'll explain briefly as best I can in those 15-second breaks what's coming up next. All right. Other than that, just get ready, right? Mentally, let's get ready. We're here to work. We're here to kind of be in pain a little bit. It's not going to be comfortable. That's the point of doing this, right? But it's only 45 minutes of the day. So without any further ado, I'm ready to go. Hopefully you're ready to go. So I will get a warm-up timer started. All right, so starting warm-ups nice and easy. There's no pressure to this. Let's just go ahead and start on the ground. If you notice, I'm going to be in a all-fours position, just like this. I got my hips right above my knees, and I got my shoulders right above my wrists. All we're trying to do is take one arm and thread it through the gap on the other side between your leg and your arm. We're going to get a nice torso stretch in there, nice twist. And then we're going to repeat on the other side, reaching as far as we can. And we're just going to go back and forth, taking a deep breath each one we do. We're simply just trying to loosen up the body, start making our muscles turn on, and letting the blood flow and get us nice and primed for the workout. So let's just get a few more of these. Might feel a little stiff right now, and that's totally fine. I'm a little stiff. So we'll go one more each side, reaching as far as we can, twisting that torso. All right, from here, we can keep the same exact position, starting position, all fours, or in other words, sometimes people call it stacked. But we're going to go ahead and kick one leg out behind us, boom, as if we're kicking a wall with our heel. And then the opposite arm, we're going to raise with thumb towards the sky, straight out in front of us. And we're going to alternate back and forth, kicking that wall, invisible wall, don't actually kick the wall, with your heel, matching it with that arm, back and forth, nothing to it, just starting to turn our muscles on around our hips and shoulders. So we're just trying to do about 20 to 30 seconds on each warm-up exercise. Good. Slowly but surely, you'll probably start feeling your body temperature rise. Let's get one more each side. Good and good. So from here, we will turn over to our backs, laying flat on the floor. We're going to get our heels as close into our butt as possible. Hands go down to the side. And all we're doing is a glute bridge. So we want to basically pop our hips up to the sky, hold it for about 1 second, come back down, tap, and repeat. So let's just do about 10 of these nice and slow. No need for speed on this. Really trying to get those hips as high as they can get up there. Trying to turn on our glute muscles, or all the muscles around the hips. Cool, let's do two more. One and two, awesome. From here, let's get to our feet. All right, so super simple. All we're gonna do is just run in place, just kind of jogging in place, swinging the arms a little bit. So we're not doing high knees, we're just gonna be jogging a little bit. So this is just gonna get our heart rate up a little higher, get our ankles nice and ready, get our calves nice and ready. Do this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Nothing to it, super simple. Kind of like a slow jog outside, just doing it in place. All right, from here, let's spread those feet out just about a little bit wider than our shoulders. We're gonna do some air squats. Nice, normal air squats. I'll show you from the side. We're gonna have our hips go down and back. We're trying to get to about parallel with our upper leg, coming all the way up by squeezing the butt. And we're just gonna repeat some of these. Nice and slow. Good, just doing some normal air squats. Now we're gonna turn on all the muscles in our legs. We'll get a few more. Good, we'll go last one, all the way up, squeeze the butt, nice job. So last one we're gonna do, hopefully I have enough space here. It's called a hand walk push-up, or sometimes called an inchworm. We're gonna start by reaching down to the ground or our toes, just trying to get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. And then we walk out on our hands, top push-up position, and then we're gonna add that push-up, which you can also do from your knees. But then we go back to our toes, walk it all the way back up, stand up tall, squeeze the butt, and we're gonna do three more at your own pace. Here we go. Stretch down, walk out on those hands, give me a nice push-up, walk back to your feet, and then we stand all the way up. Let's go two more. Push up, don't forget the push up. Walk it all the way back up, stand up, and last one. Push up, walk back, and stand up. All right, so those were the warm-up exercises. We are going to go through them one more time, a little faster, and that gets us perfectly ready for the workout. So we'll go back down to the ground, starting in that stacked position, just like this. We're going to start with the reach through. So take one arm, thread it through the other side, and go back and forth. Reach as far as you can. You might even feel that you're a little looser now. Just keep following my lead. Nice job. We're just going to pick up the pace a little bit on this time through. So let's go last one right here. Nice job. So same position. We don't have to change anything. We're going to do what's called bird dog. So we're going to kick back with one leg and then match it in the front with our opposite arm and then alternate. Boom. Trying to keep our hips nice and stable. Notice my back is nice and flat. We don't want to be hunched over or anything. Nice and flat. Kick your heel back behind you. Reach that arm out in front of you. Back and forth, a little bit faster this time. Good. Let's go one more on each side. 1 and 2. Perfect. Flip it over to your back. Feet as close into your butt as possible. Hands down to the side. Let's go 10 glute bridges all the way to the sky. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze as hard as you can at the top with your glutes. And we'll go 2 more. 9 and 10. Very good. Let's hop up real quick. All right, going right into it. Boom. Just running in place again. Super simple. We all know how to do a short little jog. Get nice and bouncy on the balls of your feet. All right, kind of catch your breath a little bit. All right, a little bit more. And then we'll get to our air squats. And let's switch. So air squats, again, a little bit wider than hips. We're gonna go down to about parallel, all the way back up, squeezing the butt. All right, let's do this for a little bit faster this time. You could do hands on your hips if you want to, but I like to get them out in front of me. Works a little bit better with my hips. Good. Let's get everything turned on, everything in the body. Let's go one more, and awesome. Last warm up, again, those inchworms or hand walk push up. Let's reach down, stretch our hamstrings. Once you hit the floor, walk out. Give me a push up. Walk it back in and stand up. 3 more on you. Here we go. Stretch, walk it out. Push up, walk it in, stand up. 2 more. Push up, walk it in. Last one, a little faster. Finish up, walk it in, stand up, squeeze your butt. Deep breath. All right, we made it through the warm-ups. Beautiful job. So, I'm gonna give you about a minute here till we start. Let the heart rates come down just a tiny bit. Now that we're primed and ready to go, shake out your limbs. So, first circuit we're doing, again, 5 exercises. First one, super simple, connected to the warm-up, nice and simple, air squats, just like we started with in warm-ups. 45 seconds of air squats, and then I'll let you know what's coming next after that. All right, so we'll wait about 30 more seconds. Grab last chance for water. If you're already sweating, which I tend to do out here in Arizona, it's very, very hot. So I sweat pretty quickly. Bring that breath down. We're gonna go soon. All right, so match my pace, match my movements. I'm gonna get our timer started. We're starting air squats in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. Let's air squat. We are starting. Good. Find a position that works well for you. Some people like to do these a little narrower. Some people like to do them a little wider. Just get a nice neutral position, and we're just going to keep doing this. I'll show you from the side. Watch my back, nice and flat, right? If we're hunched over, we want to try and pull that upper back up. Keep it nice and flat. And if you're having trouble with that, maybe we only go halfway. As long as we can keep that back flat. We're almost there. Keep going, 5 seconds. 2, 1, and break. Nice job. Nice and easy. Coming up next, we're gonna go down into a plank position or a top push-up position where we're simply just tapping our shoulders. Boom, from the front, tap, tap. All right, in 2, 1, here we go. Up into that push-up position, holding your hips and your core nice and tight, and just alternating, tapping the opposite shoulder one at a time. Nothing else to it. It's a lot of tension on our shoulders. We're gonna work our shoulders to keep our body up in the air. You're just looking at the ground, right between your hands. Good. What we don't want to do, keep going, but what we don't want to do is twist our whole body. We don't want to be twisting our hips around. We want to be nice and stable. Squeeze that butt and squeeze that gut. We're very close. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we're going to switch to our backs for an alternating toe touch. We're going to lay out flat and try to get one hand to the opposite toe in a crunching motion. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Match me. Lay out flat. Bring one leg up. Tap that toe with the other hand, and then switch opposite sides. Again, no need to go super fast on this round. Let's just get used to the movements, and then on our next rounds, we can go a bit quicker. The goal here is to get that shoulder in the air. Get that shoulder off the ground. If we're not picking that shoulder up, then we're just moving our arm. We won't be able to touch our toes. You have to really crunch. 10 seconds, hang in there. We can do some core work today. Just get used to it in 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Go ahead, pop up to your feet. We're going to be doing somewhat of a back lunge, but what's different, we're going to go back and across our body a little bit. Sometimes called a curtsy lunge. We got 3, 2, 1. Follow me. So we're going to back lunge, but cross that leg a little bit. Try to get that back knee to the floor, and then switch to the other side. So you can see my back leg. Whoop. If you lose balance, just reset. You go back and across, sometimes called a curtsy lunge. So let's get used to this one. Find yourself a nice rhythm, kind of sidestepping a little bit. We can work the side muscles on our hips. Work on that balance. Always look up and forward. Don't look at the ground below you, and you'll tend to hunch your back over. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, last one is tough. We're going to start plank position, feet separated, and we're going to be rotating to the sky and then going back the other way. So follow me in 2, 1. Here we go. Top push-up position. Spread those feet apart a little bit. Hold your core. Rotate. Open up to the sky. And then match it on the other side. Nice and slow, nice and stable. Let's just get used to it. Notice my hips are not dragging down. You got to keep them up and flat. Rotating back and forth on those toes. Opening up your arm to the sky. This is one from last week that I want to get better at. Almost there. 10 seconds. I want to get better at these because it involves a lot of stability. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Hey, round 1 done of the first circuit. Going right back to air squats. Hang in there with me. Shake out your limbs. Air squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get back to those air squats. Good. Up and down. And now you're going to be a little more used to each movement. So I want you to try to up the ante a little bit, increase the intensity by going a little quicker. Up and down. Again, from the side view, keep your back flat. Up and down, back flat. If you're not very comfortable, you can play around with where your feet are. You can go a little narrower. You can go a little wider. Everyone's hips are shaped a little differently. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, going down to that plank position. In other words, top push-up position, where we're just tapping a shoulder back and forth. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Top push-up. Spread those feet for a base of support. Hold your core and your hips nice and tight, and let's tap back and forth. Stay on those shoulders. Very good. It's very, very important here to hold those hips nice and tight. Keep those palms right under your shoulders. Keep going. My shoulders are starting to burn. That's good. We want it to be there. And again, if that gets too tough, go from your knees. You can drop down to your knees as well. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Flip to our backs. We have those alternating toe touches where we lay flat out, opposite arm to opposite toe. 5 seconds. Deep breath. In 2, 1. And we're on alternating toe touch. I'm involving a little bit more core today because we don't want to neglect the core. And this is a tough enough movement. But you got to get that shoulder off the floor to reach that toe. And again, if this gets really tough, then just slow it down. Slow your pace down. Go a little slower. You can take a breath between each one. But if you want to push it, try to match my pace or even go faster than me. Almost there. 6 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Done right there. Nice job. All right, let's pop up. We're going to move to that backwards cross lunge. All right, kind of side to side, getting that leg behind us, working on balance. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross back lunge, back and forth. Very good. This one is not about speed, especially since we're crossing one knee behind the other. We just want to make sure it's good quality. We're not going for quantity. And we're trying our best to get that back knee to touch the floor. Keeping your eyes forward in front of you, not down at the ground. Don't look at the ground. Pick a point out in front of you, whether it's the computer or the wall behind it. Almost there, 6 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Coming right back to our rotation plank. So let's get on the ground, ready to go. Top push-up position, feet spread apart. In 2, 1. All right, match me. Here we go. Rotate on those toes. Reach to the sky, open up the chest. Coming back the other way. Back and forth. We should start to be maybe getting used to the feeling of this now. Maybe we can speed it up a little bit. Look at those hips. Every once in a while, are those hips drooping down? Gotta pick them back up like a board, like a plank of wood. Come on, stay with me. 12 seconds. Then we're done with round 2. Back and forth, working on stability. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Round 2 complete. All right, let's get our last round. We're almost done. You get a bigger break between our next circuit. All right. In 3 seconds, you know what's coming up. Air squats. And let's go. 45 seconds. Last round, air squats. Let's see it. It's your last round doing them, so I want to see more intensity. Go a little faster. Make it a little harder on yourself. Because no matter what, you'll survive. Good. Come on, try to match my pace. I know it's pretty quick. You can do it. When they start to get tough, just remind yourself you always get 15 seconds of break after. Good, 6 seconds, come on. All the way to the end. 2, 1. Woo! All right. Back down to the floor for those shoulder taps. Let's get ready. Deep breath, shake out your arms. Shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. Let's get situated, spread those feet apart a little bit. Start tapping, one after the next. Tight hips, strong core. Hang in there with me, it's getting tiring. I know my shoulders are burning. Last time we got to do these. Find a nice rhythm that works for you. Try to think of something happy, right? Almost there. 12 seconds. Tapping, tap, tap. Find one that works for you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice job. All right. Alternating toe touch. To our backs. All the way laid out. Again, opposite arm, opposite toe. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift that shoulder off the ground. Try to go a little faster now. We got to try and increase the intensity as you get used to these. Good. Let's get tired. Come on, hang in there. Let that core burn. Let it be in pain momentarily. Right? That burn always goes away when we stop. 15 seconds. Good, almost there. Come on, hang in there, even if you got to slow it down. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job, stand up. All right, deep breath, shake it out. Doing our cross back lunge. Coming up. Almost out of here for the first circuit. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, cross back lunge. Try to get that knee to the floor. Eyes forward in front of you. Put your hands on your hips. You can hold them out to the side if you want to. But if you hold them out to the side, then you're working your shoulders the whole time. That's why I like to do hips. Just keep it going. Good. Find a nice little rhythm that you can maintain. Stay with me. Almost there. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice job. All right. Last one. We're going to do our rotation plank. Give me the best shot you got. I know it's tough. That's why we're working on it. It's all about stability. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Top push-up position. Roll on those toes. Arm to the sky. Keep those hips level. Back and forth. This one's much slower. Trying to work on stability in our core and shoulders right now. Then we got a big break coming up. Try to look forward to that. Good. Almost there. You got 15 seconds. Good. Try not to fall. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woo! Take a deep breath. You finished the first circuit. Congratulations. Halfway done. Wasn't too bad, right? All right. Ding, ding, ding. The timer's telling me that we are done with the first circuit. Grab some water, wipe your sweat. Get nice and clean for the next one, because we'll sweat more. See, my shirt right now, I'm already sweating. So let me get this timer going again.
Workout complete.
Thank you. All right. Shake it off. Shake it off. All right. So coming up is the similar circuit. We're going to just keep going with the 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds off, right? We've already started with that. Let's keep it going. Our first exercise, I kind of took a different route this time. We're going to start real simple. Nothing crazy. Nice invisible jump rope. I usually like to end with this one. We're just going to bounce these tiny little hops on our toes, and I'm just pretending I have a jump rope. You don't even have to pretend. You can just hold your arms, do little bunny hops, but I like to pretend there's some jump rope. So that's what we're doing. Take about 10 more seconds. Shake it out. We got a whole other circuit to do. Hang in there with me. So, invisible jump rope. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. Let's do it. Little jumps. Maybe only, at best, I'm only getting about a ½ inch in the air. Nothing crazy. From the side, right? Just bouncing on the calves and the ankles. So keep going with that. If you have trouble on your joints, then you can always just do little calf raises, right? Quick little calf raises, toes stay on the ground. Your calves will get nice and tired. But if we can jump, let's get some jumps in there. 15 seconds, good. I'm just letting my wrist kind of bounce around with each time I jump up and down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Coming up, this will be a little tougher. Again, top push-up position. We're going to do some wide mountain climbers. So we're going to try and jump one leg up to the side, back and forth at a time. Just like that. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Try to bounce one foot up on the outside of the hand, and then we're going to match. Back and forth. You can do this at your own pace for this first round. Try to get used to it. It's a big movement. All right, we're back on these shoulders though. We're not done with them. Very good. Come on, hang in there. This one's tough. And again, if you want to bring that pace down a little bit, you want to slow it down, totally fine. But we just want to try and, we don't want to stop completely. Working our best to get that foot up into the side. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, coming up. This is one from last week. It's pretty tough. We're going to try and balance on our tailbone. Hands out in front of us. We're going to fold our legs till we touch our toes and then extend. In 3, 2, 1. Match me. Let's learn it. Balance on the tailbone. Hands out. Feet straight. And we bring those toes into our hands. And then we extend again. Your goal is to try and get as many as you can until you got to drop. If you got to drop, totally fine. Take a deep breath. Reset. And keep going. However you got to do this, it's fine. If you need a little bit less tough of a version, then you can do, you can bring one leg in at a time. That's totally fine. You can even do both legs and then drop the heels on the ground. But let's, 5 seconds, let's finish this out how we can, and we'll come back to it, and done. Nice job. All right, let's stay on the ground. We're gonna do glute bridges just like that warm up. But we're gonna lift one leg off the ground slightly so that we're doing one leg at a time, alternating. In 3, 2, 1, match me, one leg off the ground, glute bridge, and then switch when you come back down. Alternating, single leg, glute bridge. So I'm just lifting one heel off the ground a couple inches so that we can focus on one side at a time. Get those hips nice and tall to the sky. Just find a nice rhythm and keep it going. Good, stare at that ceiling. Here we go, keep it going. 5 seconds, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's stand up. We're gonna do some hip hinges, last one. Slight bend in the knees, feet are just under our hips. We're gonna push our hips back and hinge at the waist. In 2, 1, match me. Bend, slight bend in the knees. Hips go back like we're trying to shut a door with our hips. See my back is nice and flat. And then I stand all the way up, squeezing the butt. This one is very, very nice to end off with because it's not very tough. We're getting a stretch right here in our hamstrings to kind of end the circuit with. Good, so focus on that stretch more than anything else. Back flat. You want to feel it back here in your hamstrings. So just keep going with this. Squeezing that butt all the way at the top. Good, almost there. 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and done. Nice job. Not too tough for the last one. But we have to restart now. To the beginning, invisible jump rope, nothing to it. Shake it out, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Boom, right to it. Invisible jump rope. Nice soft shoulders. We don't want to tense up our shoulders. Just let them hang nice and natural. And we'll just jump up and down. The best part of this type of jump rope is you can never mess up. Stay with me. If you want to challenge yourself, you can even start going side to side. You can do some lateral jumps. Make it a little more challenging, or you can stay in place. 10 seconds. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Pause right there. All right, we're making progress. Coming up next are those wide mountain climbers, pretty tough. Deep breath. Let's get ready on the ground. Top push-up position in 3, 2, 1. Match me. Here we go. Top push-up position. Get one of those legs up outside of the arm, and then try to switch it in one movement. Right? Back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Again, if you got to slow it down, slow it down. You can do 1, then one, then one. Whatever your pace is, just try to maintain it. That's all we're asking for. We want to work those shoulders, keep them turned on and active. Come on, we're close, 12 seconds. Looking at the ground, right in between your hands. Good, in 3, 2, 1. Woo! That one's not so fun, is it? All right, let's get ready for accordion crunch. This is where we balance again. We got to work on this. Lots of control is necessary. 3, 2, 1. Follow my lead. Let's balance on our toes and extend all the way out. And keep going with that. Again, if you need a variation, you can do one leg at a time. You can do both legs, and then you can drop those heels down for a quick second. And then you got to rebalance, hit those toes, drop the heels down. Whatever version you got to do, let's do it. With the goal of not dropping or stopping, without stopping. Ooh, this burns. 5 seconds, stay with it. 3, 2, 1, and right there, nice job. We don't have to go anywhere. Let's get ready. Glute bridges, heels in close to our butt. We're gonna raise one leg off the ground and lift with the other. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Glute bridges, single leg, alternating for 45 seconds. Get those hips really high. You want to get them as high as you can possibly get them. Good. Looking straight up at the ceiling. Good. Stay with it. This one's not too difficult, right? 10 seconds to go. Almost there in 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice job. Stand on up. Last one of the second round. Those hip hinges. Slide bend in the knees, shoulder width apart. Hips go back like we're trying to shut a door. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and relaxed. Hip hinges, working on the stretch. Right? So it's an active stretch. We're still working out. We're still moving, we're still pumping blood, but we're getting a nice stretch out of this, especially right after we just did glute bridges, which is hamstrings and glutes. So now we're going to stretch it. Good. Find your pace, stay there. And you want to go as far down as you can while keeping your back flat. 10 seconds. Very good. Get that butt back. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! One more round to go. Almost out of here. So far, so good. I hope you're keeping up with me. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. That's the whole goal. All right. Invisible jump rope in 2, 1. Here we go. Final round. All right. Let's get our spirits up. Final round. Almost out of here. At this point, right, we've got 4.5 more exercises to do. We'll take 2 minutes at the end to just do a couple of cool down stretches and then we're done. Keep jumping, keep jumping. Again, you can work on it side to side. Adds a little bit of complexity in there. Or just maintain in the middle. 10 seconds. Almost done. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice job. All right, probably the hardest one of the bunch. Wide mountain climbers. Let's get ready. On the floor. Deep breath. You really got to work for this one. It's a large movement. In 3, 2, 1. Top push-up position. And let's go. Jump that foot up to the side and match it on the other one. Find that pace and stick with it. Good. Just look right on the ground, right in between your hands. Try not to look back at your feet because that's going to make you hunch over. We don't want to hunch over. So you look straight down in front of you. Good. We're close. 12 seconds. Hang in there. This one is quite tiring, quite tough. Hard on the shoulders. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woo! We don't have to do that one again. All right. So let's get ready. Accordion crunch. Another tough one, especially for our core. The balance alone is tough. In 3, 2, 1. Match me. Balance. Whoa, don't fall. If you fall, just reset. Balance on your tailbone. Arms out. Toes to your hands. And extend. Again, you can use any of those variations I said. Good. Keep going with that. Another way you can do this, if you're struggling to keep going the whole time, and you can do little pockets of 2 or 3 at a time, right? So you can go 1, 2, 3, and then maybe you stop for a second. Deep breath, and then continue. 3 at a time, maybe 5 at a time. Let's make this tough. That's the whole point. Good. Come on. 2, 1. Done. Nice job. Stay where you are. Glute bridges. Deep breath. All right, let's get down. Ready to go. We'll lift the leg off the ground and get those glute bridges in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Single leg. Alternating. Try to control your breathing on this. Bring it back down a little bit. All right, so we want to make sure these movements are quality, right? Not quantity. If we go too fast, then we're gonna sacrifice some quality. You want to slow it down, get a nice squeeze at the top. Focus on your breath. Good, you only got 12 seconds left. Good, and then we got one final exercise. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Stand on up. All right, we get to move to our hip hinges. Nice and wonderful, easy way to end a circuit. You get to focus on a stretch more than anything else. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet about hip width, bent knee. Get those hips back. Keep your back flat, right? If you're pretending there was a door behind you and you're holding a tray, sometimes you got to put that butt back behind you to shut the door. That's what we're doing. Good, nice and slow. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Oh, and our breathing rates and our heart rate can come back down a little bit. Good. Keep it going. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Done. Congratulations. Whew. Shake it out. Shake your limbs out. Deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Grab some water. The boxing bell. That says we're done. Perfect.
Workout complete.
Workout complete. I know. All right. So before you leave, if you have maybe 2 minutes to spare, if we take the time to warm up, then we have to take the time to cool down. Equally as important. So we move the camera angle a bit. Okay. We're going to go on the floor. And I just like to do these very simple cool down stretches. So what we start with, crossing one leg over the other, and we're going to hug our knee as hard as we can. And I'll show you from the side. Once we hug our knee in, see how my back is pretty rounded? I'm going to try my hardest to straighten that up as best I can. Now, if you notice, it's still kind of bent. Most people will be bent a little bit in their spine, but we want to try it, okay? We don't want to just stay nice, all hunched over. Pick that neck up, pick that head up. Just take some deep breaths. This is where we get to calm down. Good, so keep going. All we're really looking for is maybe 3 to 4 big, slow, deep breaths. Good. So as we come out of that nice and slow, let's switch it to the other side. Hug that knee really close into your chest and pick that back up if you can. If you can. If you're a little tight, you might not be able to straighten that back out very much. That's okay. We do what we can. Deep breath. Let that heart rate come down. Good. Come out of that nice and slow. And then what we're going to do last is, this was a stretch for the back side of us, right? Our kind of our glutes. We're going to do a stretch for the front side. So we're going to take one leg, pull it back behind us. Kind of looks like this from the side, right? My heels almost to my butt. And then we're going to drop on that elbow on the back arm. This hip of the bent leg, we're going to try and push it out and away from us. So it's a small movement. We're going to try and push it out and away, right? So I went from kind of folded right here to convex. Little kind of a rainbow motion. So this is what we're trying to do. Stretch all the way through here. So let's go for 2 slow, big, deep breaths. Very good. As you breathe out, come out of that slowly. Switch it to the other side. Drop down to that elbow. Exact same thing right here. We're going to pop it out and away from us. Boom. So let's go for 4 big deep breaths. Good. So keep going with that. This is your opportunity to think about the workout. Think about your performance. Are you happy with it? Do you think you could have given more, right? I'm usually left thinking I probably could have given more, but that's natural. The good thing is you showed up, and that's what matters. All right, let's come out of that nice and slow. You showed up, you got through it. Working out is better than not working out, right? Super simple, but super effective. So let me go ahead and fix this camera angle. All right. That's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me for a HIIT class. Once again, my name's Joe. I'll have another one next week. So enjoy your nights, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your family and friends, whatever you want to do this weekend. And I hopefully will see you next week. Bye-bye.